Hello, fellow Pacers. My name is Graham Hill, and on today's first segment of the Piece of Peace News Show, we're giving our fellow Pacers' opinion on a quite controversial subject. Recently, WPU announced a less than 2% increase in tuition. The email with the subject line, WPU tuition 22 through 23, sent out to students back on January 25th, listed several different improvements, including Wi-Fi upgrades and upcoming renovations in Flow. However, students felt one way or another when it came to the tuition increase. Let's find out how some students are feeling about having to spend some extra coins if they're planning on coming to William Peace University. Let's hear from Michelle, who went outside of Belk Dining Hall to speak with students on the subject.
Good morning, Pacers. My name is Michelle Poroskova, and today we are inside of Belk Food Dining Hall reporting on what Pacers are thinking about the tuition increase here at Peace. Peace sent out an email stating that for the 2022 to 2023 school year, there's going to be a 2% increase in tuition. And today we're here to find out what students are thinking about that change.
They just got here, so they don't really it's not going to affect them in a way where it affects students who are already here.
Right.
I feel like students who are already here, they're probably annoyed because another tuition increase. You're increasing tuition, but you're not fixing anything on campus.
I'm not a big fan, honestly, because I can barely afford tuition as it is right now. So a 2% increase is just going to make it a lot harder for me.
I'm surprised we're raising the tuition and spending and all stuff we don't really need, or I haven't really seen an improvement on, even though they're saying that they've renovated it somewhat. Like the Wi-Fi, I still believe the Wi-Fi is pretty slow here.
It was very unexpected. I feel like if we maybe got a little bit of warning about the things they were planning to do on campus, or they would have even utilized SGPA, for instance, the Student Government and Planning Association, and maybe told SGPA about the changes that were to come.
And that's what the Pacers have to say about the tuition increase. This is Michelle reporting from Belk Food Dining Hall.
Thanks, Michelle. That does it for our first segment of Piece of Peace. We hope you will stick around for our upcoming segments. For our next segment, we're going to discuss something that has impacted the university as a whole. Last week, President Dr. Ralph informed the student body and the community about the dark history regarding William Peace University.
This week was a tense and somber week for most on the WPU campus and surrounding community. On Monday evening, students received an email from the Office of the President encouraging them to join a Zoom meeting Tuesday morning to discuss some important information. During the virtual meeting, President Ralph unveiled 3 findings that a task force committee researching WPU's history has found. Students were told that the Lotus, a yearbook that WPU previously published, contained racial slurs and racially stereotypical content. Mr. William Peace owned 51 slaves, and that the main building was built by slaves. After discussing these findings, students were given the opportunity to ask questions concerning the potentially troubling facts. Dr. Ralph emphasized that these findings do not align with the current values of the university as it is today.
I cannot emphasize enough how much we are, as a university, disturbed and disappointed by these findings. Once we became aware of this painful history, we were determined to be transparent about the results, to tell the truth about our history, and importantly, to learn from it. As an institution of inquiry, we believe it is imperative that we understand our past in order to create a better, more inclusive future for our entire community.
And that the university will be taking strides towards acknowledging these findings and moving forward. 14 listening sessions are said to be held in order for the WPU community to reflect on the information and speak with outside therapists specializing in these circumstances. Thursday, March 24th was designated the campus's Day of Acknowledgement, and Friday, March 25th, a community walk was held. Students, faculty, and staff came together in solidarity in order to collectively heal from these findings and remember what WPU currently stands for. All of these individuals, including Dr. Ralph, walked around the border of campus in camaraderie.
Yes, I've seen peace moving forward in a number of ways, and this community walk is just a great example. We have an awesome community here, and I'm really confident in our faculty, our staff, our students, and our alumni to really be committed to what our future needs to look like. And it has been a hard week, but at the same time, we've learned some things that are going to be really important to help us move forward, and I'm really excited about that and very hopeful.
2022 marks the 10-year anniversary since William Peace University both allowed men and women entry. Not many faculty and staff members that were around for those changes are left, but luckily for us, we still have a few. Today, Michelle will be interviewing Roger Chrisman and Corrine Anderson to see what they can remember about one of the biggest changes in Peace history.
There's a lot more guys around here, and I'm grateful for that. I think the change was a good, healthy thing. It's our mission is to prepare our students for careers and organizations of tomorrow. And there's very few organizations out there that don't have both sexes at the workplace and in their environments, whether it's church, whether it's business, whether it's your social scene. Women and men together is where it is, and so I'm grateful that we transitioned.
It was surprising in that it was very much a top-down decision. So it came from the administration, and they had not asked for any input from faculty, from students, as far as I was concerned, not even from alumni. So it felt, there was always this conversation that was taking place, especially as you're trying to increase enrollment. That's certainly a strategy that you could have, since Meredith is right down the street, and the trend was that women's colleges were closing all over the nation. So it wasn't completely unexpected, and yet we were not part of a conversation, and so that part of it felt very abrupt, that this has already been decided and it's going forward, whether you like it or not. So that was the biggest change.
For our next segment, we're going to discuss something that I personally couldn't live without: sports. Here I am, but not to rock you like a hurricane. I'm standing out in front of PNC Arena, where Raleigh's professional National Hockey League team, the Carolina Hurricanes, host their regular season Stanley Cup playoff games. But if we take a short walk across from PNC Plaza to Carter Finley Stadium, which is the official home of the NC State Wolfpacks football team, it's going to be an exciting time for both Caniacs and citizens of Raleigh as the Carolina Hurricanes get ready to host the NHL Stadium Series game for the 2023 season right here at Carter Finley Stadium. Here's Michaela with more on the story.
Thanks, Graham. The Carolina Hurricanes will host division rival the Washington Capitals in the 2023 NHL Stadium Series game at Carter Finley Stadium, the home of the North Carolina State football team right here in Raleigh, North Carolina, on February 18th. The game was officially announced during the 2022 Honda All-Star Game, but the league did not reveal an opponent until Thursday, March 3rd. Hurricanes general manager Don Wandell expressed his excitement by stating that having a big event at a stadium with 55,000 plus seats, you're going to have your hockey fans, but you're going to get a lot of people that haven't experienced it too. I think this is where the win-win comes in for all of us, he stated. The 2023 Stadium Series will be the Hurricanes' first outdoor game, making the 28th NHL team to play in the event. The game was originally supposed to be in 2021, but was canceled because of the coronavirus pandemic and was postponed this past year due to concerns of capacity limitations. Season outdoor game for the Capitals, who are 3-0 as an organization when playing in this event. The last game they played in the NHL Stadium Series game was back in 2018 when they defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-2 at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland. There's no love lost between the Capitals and the Hurricanes, with the two teams being rivals. Hurricanes head coach and former team captain Rod Brind'Amour said, "Obviously, we've had a pretty good history here with the team lately, and they've been one of the best teams in the league for a long time. That's the type of team we're striving to become, so I think it's a great fit and hopefully it's a great game," he said.
Now, if you're a season ticket holder already with the Carolina Hurricanes, or become one before next season, you'll get automatic access to seating for the Stadium Series game. General admission tickets are not yet available for purchase, but if you'd like to sign up for an interest form, which will notify you when they do become available, you can do so by visiting www.nhl.com/hurricanes/tickets/stadium series. Thank you so much to our correspondents, Michelle and Michaela, for providing us with such insightful news throughout today's broadcast. A lot has changed here at William Peace University, and we're seeing strides being made as a university to make it better as a whole. Thank you all for joining us this morning for another Piece of Peace. Hope to see you right back here tomorrow morning.